Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This video is going to be a major spec video. Um, Spider-Man spec. What should we expect from the next Spider-Man movie, and what comics should we buy now before they become way out of all of our price ranges? And I'm going to give you my top 7 list that of comics you should try to pick up before they become too expensive for anyone to pick up because they're going to be crazy expensive. Um, so these are my top 7, and that's a hint in itself. Top 7 comics that you should spec on from Spider-Man. So my very first one is Spider-Man number 13. And if you remember the last movie, the main villain was Mysterio. And Mysterio kind of, it always looks like the villain has died at the end, but Mysterio is still around and he's going to make his appearance in the next Spider-Man, I think. And he is kind of like a major villain for Spider-Man. And I see him coming back in the next movie. So Mysterio is in his first appearance is in Amazing Spider-Man 13, but it's also one of those comics that has already kind of gone up in price because of the previous movie, but it has a lot more room to go. So this one is a good one to potentially spec on. If you can get it in a good low to mid grade, that's great. If you can get it in a high grade, even better. But this is a really good comic to pick up. The next one is Amazing Spider-Man number 2. This is already a very expensive book. It's the first appearance of the Vulture. Now the Vulture has made his appearance in many of the Spider-Man movies, and it's likely he's going to show up in the next movie, played by Michael Keaton again, and just another really major Spider-Man character. So expect him to be in the next movie. This is already really a very expensive book. Again, if he appears in another movie, expect it to go up again. So Amazing Spider-Man number 2. The next one is Amazing Spider-Man number 4. Now, Amazing Spider-Man number 4 is the first appearance of the Sandman, and in one of the early Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, Sandman made an appearance. And there is rumors that the same actor is going to come back and reprise his role for the next Spider-Man movie. So expect this comic to go up in value. It's fairly affordable considering it is an early Spider-Man compared to some of the other ones. This one's still I could check the GPA. I mean, it shows as $1 million, but you can pick up, for a few $100s, a low grade comic. So the next one on the list, number 4, is first appearance of Kraven, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 15. Now, Amazing Spider-Man 15 is really kind of heating up already. It's a very popular comic because there's already announcements that Kraven is going to have his own movie and that he will appear in the next Spider-Man movie. So this is a pretty major character, Kraven the Hunter. So this one is still fairly affordable though. You can get like sort of a mid-grade for about anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Next one is Amazing Spider-Man number 3. Now this is Dr. Octo, and Dr. Octopus is already, he was in several other movies, and they actually said that the guy that played Dr. Octopus, I forget his name, but he's going to reprise his role as well. So expect this one to be a good one to spec on for this year. It's already had sort of record highs. I think there was pretty major sale that happened recently. It was like, I think, a couple $100,000 for this book. So yeah, it's already kind of gone up a lot. I think you can see the, you know, it's a fairly expensive book. You can get a low grade one though, fairly affordably, around the 1,000 mark. But it is going up pretty fast. The last of the core 6 issues is Amazing Spider-Man #9, and that's the first appearance of Electro, a very cool character, and he also made his first appearance. He made his first appearance in Spider-Man #9, but he was also in one of the movies. So all these characters have had movies or going to have movies, and they're already kind of hot books because of that, but they are all cited to be in the next Spider-Man movie. So Jamie Foxx, I believe, is going to reprise his role as Electro. Not that I really liked him in the original Spider-Man movie with him, but he was okay. I thought it was a little weak towards the end, but definitely this is a comic to look for. And the last one is Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1. And this is where you get the first team appearance of these characters. So you got Mysterio, you got the Vulture, Electro, Sandman, Dr. Octopus, and Kraven the Hunter. So this is the comic that kind of puts it all together. And it's probably going to be the case that the Sinister Six will make their comic book entry into this. So yeah, this is the last of the spec books. So I hope you enjoyed this top 7 list, and I recommend that you check out these comics. Thanks.